Okay, this is a video recording on the bike packing on my BMC road bike, carbon road bike SLR. And you can see here that, okay, the initial setup for the saddle mount was using the brand called Rhino Walk. And it was actually installed together with two Decathlon cages, fork cages. And it did work well. However, the mount itself, the alloy is a bit bendable, maybe due to the weight itself, so I decided to switch it out. And what happens right now is I'm using the Minora seat, back seat holder. So it's a saddle mount. This is a saddle mount itself, mounted to the saddle. You can see over there, and the angle itself is outwards. And I actually mounted two Decathlon cages to it, and with the Decathlon cages mounted to it, I also mounted the Decathlon bags. For these two bags are 4 liters, and I find them quite suitable. And I'm going to try it again for the upcoming Malaysia ride to see whether does this alloy bend. But so far I think this alloy, it's quite it looks tougher, it looks thicker and tougher than the current Rhino Walk. So hopefully it should not have much of a problem, because if the alloy does bend down, the danger part is for the cages that may hit onto the tires. For the cages itself, I can't mount it higher than that, because if I mount the cages much higher, when I sit onto the saddle, you'll notice that because I will shift backwards, and by right, the back itself, I'm supposed to not hit onto the back, so at least I have some angle. My butt can shift along this area itself, and by right, this bag is not really so packed, so I will unpack it to make it a bit lower, something like this, and hopefully that works out well. Yeah, so far for this saddle mount, the good thing for this saddle mount is that the purpose of the saddle mount instead of a saddle bag is because I wanted to keep my back part cleared for the radar, the light, and the camera. So Fly 6, Garmin radar, and Cat Eye lights. Yeah, unless I find a way to mount the saddlebag that I can include these 3 items on the saddlebag itself. Haven't really thought of that yet. So this is the solution at the moment for the SLR. My front of my bike, I can't really mount much for a bag at the moment. Yep, so that's the recording, just to take note of the changes I made to my saddle mount. Hopefully this Minora does work out well.